Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you may on Twitter the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Fueled by Insanity, Daren's Path. So this time we're going to go with another alternate ending. We're going to go with Marshall. Let's see what happens when you call Marshall. Alright y'all, please sit back and enjoy for the next 16 minutes to entertain you. Let's jump right in. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Okay. Marshall. I'll call Marshall. I dial the number and press call. The phone rings twice before Marshall answers. God, what voice was I doing for Marshall? Hello? Marshall, I need help. Someone's trying to break in. I think they might be armed. Saying those words, I realized how stupid it was to call him. What do I expect Marshall to be able to do to stop Caleb? That's assuming he even believes me in the first place. No, this is the choice I made. I don't have time to start questioning myself. Find somewhere to hide. We'll be there as soon as we can. I hear a voice in the background say something to Marshall, though I can't quite make out who it is or what they're saying. I'll stay on the phone with you. Benji's going to drive. Okay. I'm not sure who Benji is, but at the moment, that's the least of my concerns. Oh, Benji. Oof. I'm about to head out of the room when I notice another sound coming from the door. The handle turns all the way this time and the door begins to open. My phone slips out of my hand, able to keep my grip as the shock of what's happening hits me like a truck. Hey, Colin. Didn't expect to find you so soon. Shit! You know, it would have been easier if the fox kept his word, but either way, here we are. I don't register the words he's saying. My mind is in overdrive right now as I try to work out what to do. Caleb begins to take a step forward, and that's all it takes for me to turn and run. As soon as I do, I hear the raccoon chase behind me. I dip into the kitchen, hoping to find anything I can use as a weapon. The first thing I catch is my eyes, an unwashed steak knife on the counter. I grab it. The second I turn around, I'm met with Caleb charging straight at me, smacking my head against the cabinet. Ow! Disoriented, I thrust the knife at him. It only ends up grazing his left side, but it's enough to cause him to recoil. In that time, I run past him back into the main room, knife still in hand. I dash toward the still open front door, hoping to get away. But my tail is grabbed and yanked back, causing me to fall face first on the ground, the knife flying out of my hand. You're not getting away. Not when I've waited so long for this. Get the fuck away from me! I turn back over and shout at the top of my lungs, hoping to scare him away, anything to buy at least a little time. It seems to work as I'm able to get back up on my feet, only to immediately get slammed against the wall. Ah! Where do you think you're going? Backed into a corner with my adrenaline pumping, I lean forward to bite his left shoulder as hard as I can, growling as I do. Gah! Caleb screams out in pain as my teeth sink into his flesh. I can taste his blood between my teeth as I hold on for dear life. I can't let go. If I do, I'm dead. In this moment, I feel like I have hope. I'm fighting back. I might be backed against a wall, but I'm not giving him a chance. I can't. I won't end up like Parker. I won't. As if in slow-mo, I spot something in the corner of my eye. A knife! The knife I dropped! He has it! He's coming right for me! I let go of his shoulder and try to move out of the way, but it's too late. Ah! Ah! I met with a sharp, excruciating pain in my left eye, sending me immediately into a state of shock. My right eye instinctively closes as well, the agony too much to bear. I'm gonna die. I know I'm going to die now. Please, let it be quick. I fall to the floor as I await my fate. I can't open my eyes. I don't know if the knife is still in my eye or not. Everything is pain. I hear a thud and the sound of something hitting the floor. I'm not dead yet. I need to know what happened, so I push through the pain to try and open my right eye. The first thing I see is Caleb lying on the ground, unconscious. I look up and see my brother staring at me in horror. Ted's behind him, equally in shock. Your eye! Yeah. Daren? I'm alive. Daren, save me. Something metal drops from Daren's hands and he drops to his knees, his eyes fixed on me the whole time. Oh no. No. His reaction terrifies me because it means things are really bad. My eye hurts. It hurts so much. I can't open it. I'm in too much pain to... I can feel the blood dripping down, but it still hasn't hit me yet. What's just happened? The thought that my eye might be gone, I can't even fathom it. We need to get you to a hospital. Ted, do you have the... Daren scans the room for Ted, but he's not here. Ted, where'd you go? We need... From the corner of my vision, I see Ted re-enter the room with a tense expression on his face. It takes me a second to realize what's going on, but then I see it. He's carrying a pistol, one I recognize to be Daren's. What are you doing? Where'd you get that? It was under your bed, you doof. What made you think it was a good place to hide a firearm? What's going on? How did Ted know Daren had a gun? This isn't Ted. This isn't Ted at all. Ted acts nothing like this. Put it down, please. Calm down. I only took it for self-defense, for all of us. I don't know how this guy got out, but this is bad. This is very, very bad. And I'm pissed at whoever let this happen. How in the world does a prison let someone like this get out? There's no way this should have happened. Look, I don't know what's going on, but we need to get Colin to a hospital. Daren looks over at me. At least I think he does. I'm not really with it. I'm just in shock. I know we need to, but we've got bigger worries right now. Just give me a second to... Bigger worries? Do you not see Colin right now? We have to get him some help right away. Do you not see Caleb right now? You know, Jeffrey's friend who's been a possessed murderer for 2 years now? We were lucky to get here in time. Parker wasn't so lucky. He knows about them too? How? I never told anyone. The only person who knows is... Kajoro. It's you, isn't it? It has to be. What are you talking about? Ted eases up and lets out a sigh. Look, 2 years ago... Ted gets sidetracked by the sound of voices approaching from outside. I recognize one of them to be Marshall, but the other is not one I'm familiar with. It sounds similar to the one I heard when I called Marshall. I struggle to focus on what's being said. I'm just glad that somebody else is here. A lion enters, immediately followed by Marshall. Benji, do you think... The moment Marshall's eye spots Caleb, his jaw drops. Caleb? Marshall looks over at Daren and Ted, confused as to what's going on. His eyes briefly glance at Ted's gun, but he says nothing about it. Is he okay? What happened? What's he doing here? Daren turns his head towards Ted. I guess Ted is the best one to explain out of all of us. It could just be me, but Ted's calm demeanor looks forced. Is he scared too? Daren knocked him out. Why? Well, for one, he's under a curse and isn't in control of himself. Secondly, he stabbed Jeffrey's eye out. If we didn't arrive sooner, he'd be dead. Marshall looks confused for a second, but the instant he turns towards me, the reality of the situation hits him. He's going to say something, I know it. He'll act the same way Daren and Ted did when they first saw. How could he not? At least that's what I expect to happen, but he doesn't. He's not saying anything. He's speechless. I don't know if that's better or worse than him freaking out. I want to say something. I'm supposed to, and yet I can't bring myself to. The way Marshall's looking at me right now, this is going to stick with me for the rest of my life, won't it? This whole day is going to be like that. There's no way I'm not going to remember every little detail. I'll remember it until the day I die. It's not going to be today, is it? I turn my head as I hear an argument break out. It's Ted and Benji. I can see their mouths moving, but the words all sound like a jumbled mess to me. I have no idea what's being said. I'm trapped in my own mind, tuning as much to the outside world as I can. It's the only way I can deal with the pain. After, I'm not sure how long, I'm struggling to keep track of time. But at some point, Ted sits the gun down and onto the coffee table. Benji must have made him back down somehow. Is that a good thing? I can't tell. If Ted really is Kaijuro, then he has a plan. I know he does, because that's what he told me himself. I don't even know Benji, and the fact that he's stopping Ted from whatever it is he's wanting to do has me worried. But there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not in a position to. I look down at the hardwood floor I'm sitting on and follow the swirly pattern on the wood. Looking for patterns in the space around me has always been calming. Wood is one of the more interesting materials to look at. The lines look like waves, and I know each section represents a new year. That's how trees work, after all. It may be small, but this simple distraction is the only thing making this whole situation at least somewhat bearable. I hear a heavy set of heavy footsteps make its way out of here and into the hallway. I don't care who it is or why they're walking away. What's that sound? It chill runs down my spine as I hear the muted sound of something or someone moving around. It's on the floor and it's not too far from me. I hold out hope that it might be Daren or Ted or someone, but no, it isn't. They're too busy having a conversation about something, so I don't think it's them. It could be Benji. No, it must be the one who left the room. So what's making that sound? I found the rope! All eyes turn to Benji as he enters the room. Which means in that instant, nobody has their eyes on... Oh my god! I barely look over just in time to see Caleb in midair, leaping forward with his claw pointed straight at me. In that small amount of time that everyone got distracted, he found an opening. This is it, isn't it? This is where I die. Just behind him, Marshall of all people dashes toward him, trying to stop him, but it's too late. I don't even have time to scream before Caleb reaches me. Everything fades to black. I'm scared. What happens to me when I die? Where do I go? Oh. I'm wandering around a forest I don't recognize. Is it a forest? I don't know. I know there are leaves beneath my feet, but I don't hear any rustling as I make my way forward. Actually, am I going forward? Am I even moving at all? It's hard to tell. I know I'm touching the ground, yet I don't feel anything underneath my bare feet. At least, I think they're bare. I can't tell. I look down, but I can't make anything out. I'm here. I know I am. I can see, but I can't comprehend what my eyes are looking at. I think I'm barefoot, but how can I be sure if I can't tell what I'm looking at? Come to think of it, what am I wearing? Do I even have clothes on? I don't know. Nothing seems quite right. There's no sound anywhere at all. Even as I move about, there's nothing, yet it's not exactly silent either. That doesn't make sense. There's no sound, but there's no silence? And when did I start walking again? I don't remember. I thought I was standing still. Come to think of it, I was looking down at myself, but now I'm not. Why? I can't figure it out. Nothing adds up. The only thing I know is there's a constant, distant pain in my... Where's the pain again? I think it's my head, or... No. My ribs? Maybe it's my eye. Which one? Left? Right? Both? This pain isn't distant at all, is it? It's unbearable. But then why didn't I notice it until now? Did I only just notice it now? I don't think so. I felt this whole time, haven't I? I don't understand anything. I'm so tired. Maybe I should get some sleep. Good night. Who are you saying good night to? Before I could finish drifting off, I met face to face with a pristine silver fox. He's wearing a Oh. Oh, that's interesting. He's wearing a gentle smile. His eyes are green. He has four tails. I know this stuff already. This is Kaijoro. Yet my mind feels sluggish. I don't think my brain is working right. Why did it take so long to recognize him? He looked distraught. Why is that? I think because... pain. My eyes. Oh, fuck. Ah! It hurts. My vision's not working right. Something is very, very wrong. I was so tired just seconds ago, but now I'm more alert than ever. Alert. No, I'm not. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's real and what isn't. Everything's distant and distorted. Everything is wrong. How did I get here? Why am I dreaming? What happened? I'm scared. Everything hurts. Kaijuro, what's going on? Help. Shh, it's okay. Calm down. Calm down? How? I'll take your pain away. You're safe here with me. What just happened? Everything's normal again? The sound has returned. I can feel the ground underneath my feet finally. The pain's gone. I feel fine. It's like nothing is wrong anymore. How are you feeling now? How am I what? Are you still hurting? Ooh, this is weird. Am I? No, I'm okay now. I'm drifting again. Whatever Kaijoro did, things are sort of right again, but something is still wrong. I'm worried. What the hell is happening? 1 second, y'all. Water time. Oh, man. What the hell is happening? Stay with me now. It is pertinent that you stay alert. Stay alert. I shake my head and try to do as he says. I trust this kitsune. Kaijoro, that's right. That's his name. He's here to help. He'll make everything okay. I know it. As long as I do everything he says. I'm here. I'm awake. Well, I guess I'm asleep if you're here. I make out a slight smile from the kitsune. That's a relief. I think I was having a nightmare before you showed. You showed up. Oh no, why am I still so tired? Fight it! Fight on, fight it. Huh? Kaijoro's sudden shout startles me, but it does snap me back awake. Awake, is that the right term? It's the closest word I can think of how I feel right now. How much do you remember? Remember, about what? What do you remember before this dream? Do you recall how you got knocked out? A chill runs up my spine when he asks that. But I would be knocked out. Didn't I just fall asleep? Kaijoro shakes his head and puts his hands gently on my shoulder. If you don't remember, then you don't need to worry yourself with those minor details. That information is not critical at the moment. Wait, but what if I want to know? You can't just tell me I've been knocked out and not tell me what happened. This person grasps both of my shoulders and shakes me. I'm still here. I don't like him doing that, but I can't deny that it did help me stay alert. Your job isn't to ask questions. Your job is to do whatever it takes to stay awake. You cannot, under any circumstance, fall asleep. If you do, you will not wake up again. Do you understand me? Is he implying what I think he is? Am I going to die if I don't fight this tiredness off? I shudder. I'd rather not test it to find out. Jeffrey, do you understand my instructions? Yes. Gajiro lets go of my shoulders and takes a step back. He sighs. Good. Your brother is worried about you, so you need to stay with it for as long as it takes until you awaken. Daren? He nods. Yes. I will stay here with you until then. You need not worry about being alone. I'm here to keep you company. As long as I'm with you, I can override any pain you might feel. Seeing the state you were in when I arrived, you appear to need every bit of aid I can provide. He's helping me, then. I'm glad. I have nothing to worry about as long as he's here. That's what he's told me since. I trust him. Stay awake. Ah! There's a silver fox standing in front of me. I wonder what his name is. Hang on. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Just a little longer. Oh god, Kaijiro, help him! Keep him awake! Oh. Jeffrey's not doing well. Neither of them are. This fox, Ted, he says he can speak to people in their dreams. Oh, that's Daren. After what all that's happened this past half hour, I don't doubt he's telling the truth. I've always had the belief that the supernatural was real. Today proves it. I take a glance at Caleb. He's been tied down to the chair I usually sit in. He can't hurt anyone for now. Marshall was the first one to try to wrestle Caleb off my brother. Never took him for the brave type until now. His roommate slammed Caleb's head into the wall hard enough that he won't be waking up anytime soon. Thought he killed him at first. Meanwhile, I stood here frozen in place. I did nothing. I may have saved Colin when we first got here, but I finally shut down. I'm barely here. I can't even bring myself to look at him right now. I'm afraid of what I'll see. My brother's never going to be the same again. Alright, guys and gals, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.